From the title of this presentation, viewers might be asking themselves, what is the difference between attention deficit disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder? The answer is a matter of degree. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, according to the United States National Library of Medicine, is an inability to focus, the displaying of overactive behavior, not having control over behavior, or some combination of the three. People with ADHD and ADD are separated by common symptoms. People that mostly cannot focus fall into the ADD group, while the people that display more disruptive behaviors of hyperactivity and inability to control behavior are the ones diagnosed as having ADHD. According to Bernard Doyle, in everyday speech, a myth refers to any unreal or imaginary story, including false beliefs and ideas. Many false beliefs and ideas exist about ADHD, with some people suggesting the disability is not real. This implies that the treatments and interventions prescribed for people with the disability are useless. This work presents facts concerning ADD, ADHD, and in the process will offset some of the myth surrounding ADD, ADHD. Knowing what ADD, ADHD is does not explain who is likely to be diagnosed with it. According to an article published by Akron General, attention deficit disorder is underactivity of the frontal cortex of the brain. The frontal cortex is responsible for the regulation of attention, impulse control, and motor activity, and that ADD is mostly inherited or passed from generation to generation. Some researchers think as much as 80% of ADD cases are genetic, leaving the remainder to environmental issues, trauma, or illness during pregnancy. Some symptoms associated with attention deficit disorder include failing to give close attention to detail, displays problems organizing tasks, fidgeting with hands, excessive talking, and intruding or interrupting others, just to mention a few. Since many of the traits associated with ADD, ADHD are also witnessed generally in society, some maintain that ADD, ADHD does not exist, being instead an excuse for a lack of willpower, and stress people with ADD, ADHD seem to focus well on things that interest them. According to Help Guide, this line of thinking is not true. ADD may appear as a lack of willpower. However, research indicates ADD, ADHD is a chemical problem within the management systems of the brain. Another myth holds that ADHD is a lack of discipline and bad parenting, and what children really need is a good old-fashioned spanking. According to Children and Adults with Attention Deficit Disorder, or CHAD, this is not the case, and that the truth is, research has unequivocally proven that arbitrary discipline without intervention makes the problem worse. Fortunately, different treatment options are available for people diagnosed with ADD, ADHD. One option is therapeutic treatment with stimulant medications. Although some still think the studies have not demonstrated that taking medications has lasting benefits for people diagnosed with ADD, ADHD. Well, research has repeatedly proven the opposite, that medications do not lead to addictions or psychosis, and that people diagnosed with ADD, ADHD benefit greatly from therapeutic treatments from using medications. Although misconceptions exist regarding ADD, ADHD, research spanning 95 years attempts to set aside non-factual beliefs and opinions. It is through scientific studies and empirical evidence that leads to the facts, and education of people regarding the facts is what eventually overturns false belief and opinion. ADD, ADHD is real, affecting real people that can overcome their disability with proper medication and intervention strategies. It is hoped that viewers will become interested to find out more about ADD, ADHD.